welcome to Metal Review Cast. Today, we're going to be reviewing Cabin Boy Jump Ship's latest album. We're starting with Demons, which we've reviewed before. If you lot have watched it, don't know if you have, but there's a reason we're reacting. I mean, we're reviewing Demons first, which is
there's a reason we're reviewing in this way.
Yeah, and which is the reason that Sean's about to tell you, because I don't know why.
Oof. So, the album is Sentiments, and the first track is Sentiments, but it's not really a track. So, we're going to go into Demons because it basically includes Sentiments. So,
oh, is it like a skit?
An interlude, yeah, skit.
Yeah. So, yeah, we appreciate the boys from the whole way through because they've always given us like pre-releases for every single, and even Jake reached out because he was like, "Guys, doing a review." Of course we are. So,
always.
Yeah, we appreciate that people give a shit.
Longer than others.
Yeah, only been a couple of days though, isn't it? So this will go out tomorrow, which will be Monday. That'll only be a few days after.
Yeah, man, and it's a Jubilee. When this gets released, it's a Jubilee bank holidays this week, so you have time to watch this review and you have time to listen to their album.
Especially as it's going to be like 2 hours of review, so
yeah, probably.
Knowing us. But yeah, the first bit is Sentiments, so I'm going to pause this quite quickly.
So dark, it's hard to stay positive, especially when your thoughts are deluded. Each day consists of a war inside my head. Everyone is the same, but I'm their own ghost that haunts them. It's no cure for self-doubt, because I don't know what it is. I've realised I've spent my whole life trying to be fed in art, but at the end of the day, my mind tells me my work isn't good enough. Anxiety kicks in and forces me to believe that my ideas will never be successful. Depression shortly follows, because I feel like it's time to give up. These are my demons.
So that's what Sentiments is. It's that intro portion.
That's good though.
That's how you kick. That's how they kicked off the album, which yeah, I liked. I thought it was cool.
Well, we called it out on the actual review of Demons, didn't we? That we really liked that bit. And it like gave a narrative behind it all, and there was a load of like political meanings and anti-establishment, anti-whatever the fuck it all, anti stuff, and it was really good to have. Who voices that? Because obviously they put an effect on the voice, but is that... Do we know who it is that actually is doing the voice for it? Let us know.
Good question.
Cabin
Good question.
Boy, who voiced it. It was really good because it kept a monotone feel throughout the lot, but there were still emotive parts of the voice that was in there. It was good.
Yeah, I didn't know who voiced that, but yeah, we're not going to talk too much on these portions because I guess we've reviewed it already.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say we're going to link it down below so people can watch it, but I thought we would just listen to the songs.
Yeah.
So we can get a vibe of like the whole album rather than just saying go and listen to other review. But yeah, if you watch the other one, if not, just go and watch that because it'll give our thoughts. And we were thoroughly impressed. Arguably, this is still my favourite song on the album since I've heard the whole album.
Really?
Because I am in love with this. I just think it's amazing. So it's definitely one of the strongest songs they've ever created. So, but yeah, I think it's a nice start because I say it's got the intro, then it goes into Demons, which is track 2. So it's just gonna play it out. Might chat over it. Who knows? Fight us.
Like you're all alone, no one around for you to hold.
Ooh. They could have done that with vocals, but they didn't. They used keyboard instead.
Yeah.
Demons into my home. I never give everything to receive nothing but for a year that I've worked for innocence. Now I'm stuck in this world of vanity.
I forgot about the Wolfenstein vibe.
With the balls, let the same is straight, but nothing else. Counting down the days of the same. I'm lost in my head again. I feel like we are separating. Humanity has started a cave in. It doesn't matter when it's all said and done.
So good.
Do you feel like you could start a war? I don't know what you're fighting for. Wanna know how to take back control? Well, I let demons into my soul. I try every day. Tell me if that it's staying on. Every day you better fly. I am of this. I don't break, breathing in blood. Well, so good. I'm into my tongue.
So good. It's such a good song. I fucking love this song.
I hate the pain, but I'm in love with the cold. Whatever says it's on replay, I'm letting it open for.
Oh, I forgot about that bit.
Hey, that was ridiculous.
I feel like we are separating. Humanity has started a cave in.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Lighters up. Sorry, not lighters anymore. Phone torches.
The earth is dying at the hands of our sons. I feel like we are separating. Humanity has started a cave in. It doesn't matter when it's all said.
Such a boppy song as well, like proper length with
Yeah, man. There's nothing to say.
It's just a tune, isn't
We've
it?
already said it before.
Yeah.
yeah.
Banger. Absolute banger.
Everything about that song was amazing, especially what we said about like the previous stuff and the kind of changes and we would say like maturation and stuff like that. And not like they're a new band, obviously, but kind of feels like they have matured into the music a little bit more.
Massively, yeah.
And that was like such a big portion of it, hearing this song and the way it was, and like the political meaning and the meaning behind. What's weird as well is if you think about it, is they started writing this album 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's not even like all of this stuff was happening at a time. Like there was no war between like Russia and Ukraine. There was no like
COVID.
Yeah, there was no COVID when they actually started this. Yeah. Everything they've written about, and you'll see it the way we go through the album, is so relevant to now, which is fucking weird. Are you prophets?
You say the Nostradamus of metal.
Yeah. It's fucking weird, man. Yeah, down below, proper review. Otherwise, we'll be here for 600 years.
Yeah.
Next tune is War. So, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for the love of fucking God, it's so ridiculous how they've like foreseen the future. Obviously, our world was already fucked back then, but yeah, this one's called War.
I don't think I've heard this one yet.
Yeah, this is one of the new ones. Oh, and I was going to make a old-fashioned just for Reese, but I've got no whiskey. So instead, I'm just going to be drinking a Pogo fruit pale from Wild Beer.
Oh, you got Pogo?
Yeah.
Nice.
I haven't had that in ages.
Yeah, I got it from the old Crafty Duck at some point.
Pogo's so tasty. I'm on the hooker back.
Yeah.
New England IPA.
Best beer. I am on the Dr. Pepper because I might be driving later. But as soon as I get back, I'm on the triple IPA.
He will chunder over his own bed.
Oh, is that the Mr. President?
Yep, Mr. President.
I've got one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty, actually. Like, even though it's obviously strong, because it's a triple rather than a double, that could have been like even more dangerously strong. I mean, the triples, so that's quite good.
Double's 9, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of the doubles are like between 8 to 9, so a triple could have been like upwards of fucking 10.
Like 12 or something,
Yeah. And I've also got a moose juice.
Nice.
Candy soda, because I've already had a few
They've got,
coffees today.
Amino acids in them.
Yeah, those have like BCAAs and stuff. And no aspartame, because they actually outright state that on the front.
Yeah. We're fortunate not to let Leon have fucking aspartame right now. What happened the other day? Oh, God. Okay, fuck.
But, yeah. This one is track 3, and it's called War.
I actually like that there's no video for this. So I can just focus on the music.
I feel so low. These chemicals run through my soul. They're tearing holes, blocking me to my throne. After all, it's okay to cry, 'cause we're all dying on the inside. It's like they flipped a switch, and now my heart is cold for the last time.
I'd like to have some harmonies with that.
But I guess it's okay to cry, 'cause we're all dying.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree, actually. When I heard it, I was like, I do really like Reese's vocals for this, and it's nice. It felt like it was lacking something. But that's maybe it. Yeah, the harmony would just kind of thicken it up a little bit.
His voice is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And not even on all of it. Just like when he went, it's okay to cry. When he dropped to the low bits, had a harmony with it. And that would have just filled it out and made it a little bit more emotional.
Yeah.
And a little bit of reverb as well.
Maybe, yeah. But yeah, that's all I'm saying on that. I just felt like...
Yeah, because it's a nice touch, especially after Demons, where Demons is a bit of a beastie, and then they come back in with a nice, like, quietened portion, so it works quite well for the album. Go back a little bit.
Last time, but I guess it's okay to cry, 'cause we're all dying on the inside.
Reese must be going off.
What the fuck was that bit where it went... It like went...
He was doing a bit of a fucking Alex Bent there with his fucking feet. He was probably like...
Right, Reese is going to be dead when they play this album live. Like, he ain't surviving because he's going to have to try and sing and play all of this.
Do you think... Do you think Reese wrote this? Because if not, he will have been fucking fuming. He'll have been like, are you taking...
So...
I think Reese has a lot of input.
So Reese did write this. I'm pretty sure he writes most of the album with, obviously, Connor's help. And I think Jake does a little bit as well. But Reese is the main writer, yeah. So yeah, he's a masochist.
He probably hates himself. He's like, why did I do this?
Why?
Yeah, honestly, when they play this live, he's got no chance.
Yeah.
It's going to be mental, but no, you clocked it. He writes this himself, so he does a lot of the writing.
Yeah.
He is the main writer, and yeah, he's gonna fucking
that Radiohead song. You do it to yourself, you do. And that's what really hurts.
I'll go back a little bit again.
Alex Ben. Oh, it's the next bit.
It's on that video of the Japanese singers with that drummer and the costume just goes off.
Can't even hear you. He's got harmonies there.
Chorus.
What was that?
It's a small thing, but I really like that cut in the middle of the chorus, you know, because it's the kind of thing you generally do in so they just cut it off for like a second.
Oh, yeah.
I
Like
really
they gate
like
the whole
that.
thing off.
Yeah, they gate it off. I fucking like that.
Glitch. They're putting glitch on his symbol. Dickheads. In a good way. I also want to comment, the placement of the cymbals in that was perfect as well. Because it just added perfectly to the vibe. Being back here and a bit quiet and distorted was perfect. Yeah, I've noticed something with the, well, pretty much all their production to date, but especially these latest releases.
Yeah.
I've never found a problem with their audio at all.
Yeah.
In terms of, you know, we called it out on one of the tunes where we felt like Connor's screams could be more forward, but it was a stylistic choice. But in terms of, you know, cymbals being too loud or certain frequencies being too much or a clash or anything like that, they've always been on point. They're very, very specific about how their sound is. So yeah, you're on it with that one, Leon. I don't think. Yeah.
Well, they're using a sound audio, so.
Well, there you go.
And anyone who knows us know how much we fucking love in a sound audio. We don't know them. Like, I know it's Joe and Sam and
magic touch,
but
they've got the magic touch.
They're fucking sick, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, it's just like the whole album as well, and obviously we know this from all the others, and like again with the lyrical style and the lyrics and stuff, it is very much just like a painful album. Like there's different elements to, like, obviously Reese talking about, I guess, himself and maybe some of the like things that was happening, but obviously then the political nature and things about the world we currently live in, and as say war and other things. So and they always had that previously, but I think it's become more prevalent in this album. The whole album feels like it's
much more serious.
Mm.
Like not saying that it wasn't serious before.
Yeah.
But it was kind of youthful anarchisticness.
Yes.
If that's even a word. Whereas now it's like grown men still having a problem with the way society is. Something I liked about this particular song is that there was kind of an ode to their old style where there was a little bit more synthy stuff involved.
Yeah.
But where they'd matured is that it was right. It wasn't over the top or overbearing. It was just the right amount of synth, but it still allowed you to know that they still have those synth elements to it that made Cabin Boy who they were prior to what we're listening to now. I thought it was a nice touch to just bring that back in.
Because we mentioned it, one of them, that we were like, I would like them to bring back a little bit more of the electronic. Not too much, but just a little bit. And
that's what made them unique.
Yeah, and I think you will find that in the album, that there is like elements, but it's not too far. It's just the right amount now, so yeah, that's in it. I love that song, so it's so impressive. Just like the drums are mental. Like Reese is in trouble.
He is. I'm gonna move to room 2.
Yep.
Yo. I would say technical difficulties, but this is just the norm.
That's how we roll.
Yeah, we back. Yeah, I like the progression is there to see from the songs that were like the singles, but you know that's one that they didn't release, and it's thoroughly impressive in its own right. I like the calmness of the start and the end as well. I think the way Reese writes, that probably signifies something to him anyway, like from a personal perspective. Yeah, it's just mental, and like as I say, like I think Abel feels like a really good fit. The guitars feel a lot heavier and more technical, and I'm not saying that Jay couldn't have done that because I actually don't know, but maybe Abel does just have a bit more capability, and you know he's a really good fit. And Jake's always just sick as fuck. I love chatting to Jake about the band, and you know he's been so proud of this for the last fucking few years as well. So yeah, Jake's bass is actually just like beastly in all of these that we like. We don't always have to talk about it as well.
No,
he's just good. He's just fucking good. Everything he does, yeah. Like obviously, as I say, I don't know what like say he has in it. I do think he has like some say, but as I say, the main writer is Reese, and I know Connor gets involved, and then Jake gets somewhat involved. I don't know if Abel does anything, but yeah, he's just really good, and he's obviously good live. Like Jake brings the fucking energy live.
He does.
Next song is one we've reviewed, so we'll just give it a listen. I might go for a piss in the middle of this, because that's how we roll. I'm not even going to like, fuck it, I just get up and go for a piss. But this one,
oh man, it's this one.
Yeah, so we got Golden, i.e. Breakdown Central song. Did I mention...
The whole song is a fucking breakdown.
Yeah. I can't remember if I mentioned this on the... Did I know this on the song, or did I know this after? It was after, I think. It might have been actually when we did the premiere, but they all have VR headsets.
Yeah, it must have been after, because I wasn't on for the premiere, was I? I was away.
Yeah, so they all have VR headsets and all hang out in VR together.
That's cool.
So these aren't even just... It's not just Connor going, here you go.
Question, yeah.
So that's how that works. They all just hang out and fucking VR together. Hopefully in that drunken bar fight game, because that's my favourite.
That's amazing. I forgot about that game.
Yeah, I was looking at Oculus yesterday because I was in Curry's PC World. I was like, ooh, £300-400. That's not bad.
Drunken bar
So I could go and play Drunken Bar Fight.
I also want to make a point that we are geniuses. And when the first two singles that came out and we knew they were going in the album, they both had single word names. And does the whole album have single word names?
Everything is a single word name, yeah.
Yep, and we called it Big Brains Review Cast.
Yeah, I need to know the meaning behind this. Is it like for the emphasis, or is it for weirdos like us to work it, like just clock it? Because we clocked it very early on. Yeah, everything is... even the name of the album is just sentiment, so... Yeah, let us know, because I want to know the why. But yeah, we reviewed this one, so it'll be down below. This was the last single they did, right?
It was the last single,
It was the last single, yeah.
Yep.
And this is Golden, i.e. Breakdown Central. And I'm going for a piss.
Yeah, it's bass. I love how low that is.
Yeah. Knowing that they hang out in VR just makes this music video a lot funnier.
Yeah.
But they're not doing it just for the video, they're just doing it just
Maybe they're watching themselves in VR while playing it.
Yeah.
Like VR Inception.
It's better to be safe than sorry.
I love that sound.
What about the glitchiness?
Yeah, but it's a nice glitch. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
There's almost like an ASMR effect to it. Like I could like chill with that.
Yeah.
And I hate ASMR. I'm not sort of that vibe, but still. And the piano.
I'm not okay, dear. I'm going crazy here. I've given everything I could. Now my thread's about to break. There's only so much I can take before my.
I'm sorry.
Is this okay?
You're right.
I'm going crazy here.
Pondering thought.
Is that how English do I need to be in the next portion?
Very English. Thank you very much. Sorry.
It's been so good.
Before my shoulders dislocate from the weight of the world. I'm screaming, you got me crazy. Some guy don't know I'm W. Tell me the truth that this never could be. This is fucked up. The voices need to shut up. I gotta get my business, but the doctor says overwhelming.
I can't wait to hear this album live. So excited. I'm gonna eat so much less this time though.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Staying out of the Spirit Box down there, like. Spirit Box love that fucking move. That move on the instruments. That's what I meant. Fucking.
And there it is, the Breakdown Central song.
Yeah, man.
It's so good. I can't remember where I spoke to Reese about this, and he was just like, yeah, I was like, when I was creating some songs, I was like, I want to get a couple of breakdowns in there, and then I just created a load of breakdowns and just decided to try and fit them all in. So fair enough.
And it worked.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, that's what he did.
Yeah.
He came to the table, you gotta respect it.
Where did he? Let's see if I can find it. It might have been on Instagram. I can't remember where the fuck I talked to him. So old. Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to come up with the best breakdown I could, and I ended up with 3 or 4 in a row, and I thought, fuck it, I'll keep them all. So, that's how this song came together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt like it as well, but in a good way, it works. It fucking works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta love those moments of fuck it. But,
I'll choose which one was his favourite, so he just put them all in.
But yeah, everything will be down below for the proper review of this, as we say. Get down there. But yeah, it's wicked. It's just wicked. It's just a good fun song. Structurally, it makes no sense, and yeah, it worked. So whatever. Can't complain really.
No. They've outdone themselves already.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's like, again, like, especially with like people like, obviously Reese is going to die, but like Jake as well. Jake is just constantly spinning when he's playing.
Yeah.
Like, fucking Christ. Like, the whole band is just gonna be dead at the end. Like, good luck trying to play this in full, boys. That's all I'm saying. So another one that we've reviewed, so again it'll be down below, is Ghost, which is number 5, track number 5.
This one's a fucking... Well, I keep saying this one's a banger. Every single fucking banger.
Yeah, it's just showcasing their progression, isn't it, as a band? And it's not like we hate... I remember, I'm pretty sure we gave them... We don't particularly do like ratings or anything like that, but I think last time we gave them like a 7 out of 10 for the album, because I thought it was good, but it was definitely lacking, and there was a couple of songs, and one of the songs we really didn't really like enjoy the recording, but we found out it's from a different studio anyway. So, yeah, there's a huge progression from previous. Like, this album's so good. I've been listening to it like just constantly since it came out.
Something so intensely fast-paced to end this. But yeah, so heavy still.
Yeah.
We've all done our time in the presence of a fucked up mind. Are we just ghosts? 'Cause we all look lost. The way out of fear is see through these blurry tears.
Good Sam Cowrie vibe. Oh, it's not lost.
vocals here either. Like they're just by themselves. There's not like reverb or anything.
Yeah.
I think that helps it make it so cold because it's just so purely raw.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, I think with Reese, because he's like, as I said as well in the last video, Lil Birdie told me they had been working on his vocals with a coach through lockdown and like through the pandemic and stuff. So like as you say, I think like it actually works with the song because the song is quite a cold, and you can tell that by the video, I guess, dark, deep song. So the fact that it's kept quite raw is actually wicked.
Yeah. What's this song about? I'm a slave to my goddamn right. Saying my thoughts all the time. Life isn't no way for it for me. It can be your enemy.
So good.
The way he throws in the scream straight into it as well.
Yeah.
I'm going back, just that's so tasty. Absolute dirt.
This fucking bit gives me chills, man.
Yeah. It's almost like the realization.
The structure of these songs is fucking incredible. I like that. Well, I think that's probably one of my favourites from the perspective of Jake again, just because I don't think he does anything like extraordinary, but like his bass sounds good in this. Like it's just a nice beat, and it's really thick sounding as well. Obviously, part of that will be in the sound as well. But
I think it is in sound, but it's his play style as well, and it really came to fruition on the song previous as well. You know, like I said on our main review that it was like a bit of a corny feel, like corn as in corn the band, not corny as in it's cheesy, but like proper like low fucking drop bass where it's just like he's just so consistently fucking thick and on point and busy, but not too busy that it takes away from the rest of the track. He's just a player, bro. He's good, and it's good that you mention him because sometimes we can get lost in all the bravado of the other things that are going on.
Yeah.
Bassists and drummers are fundamentally the core of a band's fucking concepts and being able to really...
But David from the music says so.
It's true, yeah. True. It's so true, though. You're only as good as your drummer. And the drummer bounces off the bassist.
Yeah.
You know? Why are you smiling?
Yeah, what are you saying?
Flashbacks to yesterday. Flashbacks to yesterday. The whole band rides on the drummer.
It's true, though.
It is true, yeah. It's just, you're waffling again.
I'm not waffling. That was very short.
Yeah.
That was good for him. So, where is it? I'm going to go back to around this bit anyway, but... It just sounds so good in that bit, because while Abel's doing obviously Reese and Jake are just kind of keeping it going with that thick sound.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you say, it's nice. You need to and I think that's the problem, is that actually Jake just does a good job, and it's kind of hard sometimes to pick out portions because he just does a good job. And I've never thought oh, the bass sounds a bit weird in this portion, or it's not as good as I think it should be, or it's not as thick, and it's just like he actually just does a good job. So
yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Because always somebody ends up taking kind of a backseat, and normally it's the drummer.
Yeah,
but because Reese is so involved in all the other stuff, because he's effectively a frontman whilst being a drummer, he's mentioned.
Yeah.
So like, unfortunately or fortunately, Jake kind of takes the back seat, even though fundamentally he's ultimately as important as everyone else.
Yeah, that thick sound doesn't happen without him.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. So shout out to Jake. Doing it, bro. We got you.
Got you, bro. Next song, which is track 6, is called Deluded.
I've not heard this.
Yep, this is a different one.
Oh, a bit of bass. Let's go. We going trap style, Leon.
Yeah, man.
Spit some bars.
We're all deluded in our selfish ways. Too many people, I'ma suffocate. We're all insane in a secluded cage. Problems repeated, no one's listening. I don't wanna come down.
I don't know how this is gonna drop.
Higher than the expectations of humanity now.
Reese is so English.
Someone needs to find a solution. No, we're gonna lose it.
Right, hang on. I know we're supposed to be kind of moving through these, but I'm going to rewind it. I love how it...
Yeah, it's alright. For the fun to it done.
Starts and then
Higher than the expectations of humanity now. Someone needs to find a solution. No, we're gonna lose it.
Hiding.
Let the anger spread.
I'm going to get to this bit in a minute. I'd have done that differently. You know, that like
Yeah.
the synth. It clashes with the rest of the gent style of their composition with the actual music itself. I'd have had that as a long note instead.
Mm-hmm.
Still kept the note, but had it going instead of you know what I mean? It just my ears were starting to fucking. I can only explain it as flutter. My ears felt weird.
I'm gonna go back a second and listen to that again, because there was one that I couldn't remember, but there was a portion. And I was like, when you're walking around your room and listen to it, I was like, do I hear something weird? And I can't remember if it was this song or not.
Yeah, it was weird, but I like that when it starts and he came into like a choir.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah, even if it was quieting down, just so it's like quite, it feels like it's at the front of my brain instead of like at the back.
I get what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
That it clashes a bit. If that instead of it going if it just went instead, it would just been just a bit easier on the ears.
Yeah,
I agree.
Let the anger spread.
That's so nice.
From my heart to my head, and I feel
I get Bad Omen vibes.
without a knot to my neck. Let the anger spread from my heart to
The fucking going mental.
and I feel empty without a knot to my neck.
I'm gonna pause it again. Now that we're doing like some more. That bit is obviously, as you say, they're going fucking mental. Like, listen to the drums and listen to Reese sing. How the fucking shit is he supposed to do both at the exact same time? Like, if he's going and like singing calmly, you're gonna be like, are you okay?
He's created the Dark Souls of music. He only he can complete.
Yeah, I think it's... Yeah, I'll go through here, just listen.
From my heart to my head, and I feel empty without a knife to my neck. Let the anchors rise from my heart to my head, and I feel empty without a knife to my neck.
Sing that clean whilst fucking...
While he's singing cleanly.
Bouncing.
Yeah.
Because he's got doubles going on. So he's just constantly going digga 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 digga.
While he's over here and over here. And
It's
if
got
you
his
go...
fucking voice from wobbling.
Like,
Oh my God.
It's gonna be bad enough for him to do it without singing. Like, his chair's gonna have to have suspension so that he can actually do everything. And then he's gonna have to sing on top of that.
While he's singing so calmly, as you say, like a choir singer.
Yeah, you fucked it, mate.
Good luck, buddy.
Good luck. I'll give you 10 grand if you can do it.
No, shut up, dude.
No.
You ain't got 10 grand and then
Yeah.
I'll have to fucking shout at you. Fuck
Yeah,
off.
that'll give you 10 grand.
No, I won't.
I wanna feel something, I wanna feel real. I don't wanna feel like every bite is my last meal. But I'm fed up of trying, and I'm fed up of crying. And I can't wait to leave this earth again. I just can't wait to meet the end. Emotions on high, but only temporarily. As I see the man in the mirror staring back at me. I am higher than the expectations of humanity. Someone needs to find a solution. Are you here to listen?
Feel that bit.
I'll pause it quickly and go back. So I think it's actually better from a speaker because I guess it's less in your brain. So it doesn't sound, now that I think about it, I think it's not quite as bad from a speaker, but I get what you mean with the in-ears. It's just like, it's hurting my brain a little bit.
Well,
I'm not trying to be harsh, but...
some things when it's something in it, isn't it? But you have to think of all sources of people listening from to get the best sound and the best way of dealing with it with certain audio effects and such. But yeah, the thing is, I'm knocking it. I like what they're doing with it.
Yeah.
I like the concept behind it and why they did it. I like that because I'm into all like effects, busy stuff and things like that. But I just think it's one of those where on review, they should have potentially looked at it and gone, we might need to simplify that bit a little bit because it clashes with the rest of the stuff that's going on.
Thing is, I do agree with you. Like, it sounds a lot better with
Oh yeah, you're not in
on.
ears, are you?
Yeah, it sounds a lot better with headphones on. Like, it doesn't drill into my brain. But I do still agree. Like, in terms of sound, it is a bit more in the background. I didn't notice it first time round because I'm dumb. But it's but it's like it could just be a better sound, I think. In terms of just being solid.
It's a slight amendment, I think, and that's about it. It's not bad, and I understand why they're trying to do it, but yeah, maybe it's the in-ears, because now that I think about it, I don't think actually as bad with speakers and other aspects, but you say everyone's going to listen to it through different things, so
through different mediums, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And listen, it's review cast. Sometimes I find something that I have to pick on.
We haven't been able to yet, and we're
So thank you for giving us something to complain about.
Pretty much halfway through the album, so.
this chorus. The choices from the vocal melody perspective. It works really well with his voice as well. I love that ending as well.
Yeah.
Tone fade out.
And there's
Great song.
the chorus as well. As well, like for Abel, again, there's just like portions where everyone gets to like come to the forefront and go mental. Like the guitar on that is like chaos. Like that's gonna be crazy for Abel to do as well. So it's just wicked.
Yeah, and before I move on, I want to quickly. No one in this country has ever been as English as he was here. I just want to say, like, can you hear this?
It's because he's from Essex, man. He's got that fucking accent.
Yeah,
it's a horrible accent. I'm really sorry to say, but Essex accents are fucking disgusting. But
his delivery.
Yeah.
Delivery. We said this before. In fact, it was either the track before or the track earlier. When we reviewed it, it's really, really hard for white English vocalists to do rapping over metal beats without sounding cheesy, right?
Yeah.
And this is 2 occasions he's done this now, and he's pulled it off.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that there was an uncomfortable cheese. Like normally when somebody starts, I'm like, there's just a part, and sometimes they're not, but it's, I guess, a stereotype that we get into is like, oh my god, right, okay, he's just going to start busting rap now, and I'm not going to be able to enjoy it, and I've enjoyed it. So again, testament to you. You pulled it off. It's good, and it can't be ignored.
Yeah, it's like, I think because it doesn't feel like he's trying too hard.
Yeah,
like the first portion is quite slow because maybe he couldn't do it any faster because it's actually just a hard portion for him to do. And he speeds up a little bit, and then they always go back into a boom, and it's a scream. Like, do 15 seconds, 10 seconds, don't overdo it, and then go right back to what we were doing. But as Leon said, it's so English. It's awesome.
Yeah,
I do like it. Yeah,
I like that it's so English.
Same with Reese. When Reese was doing portions, you're like, fucking hell.
Yeah, but just remember, while we're still in your accents, just remember, at least you're not Scouse.
Wow.
Oh, that would make it funny. That would make it so funny.
You're a dickhead.
No, I'm taking piss.
You're just alienating the whole fucking part of a nation. I mean, like, you fucking knob. What are you doing?
They don't care.
Nah.
They don't care.
Don't know.
Oh, it's okay because I've got Scouse friends.
Ben from Envisions is a Liverpool fan, so just saying.
Yeah, but
pretty much everyone I work with now, Leon, is just you're never going to get a job.
You didn't say that to Sean when he was slewing Essex accent.
Because Essex is firstly, it's next to me. I literally live like 10 minutes from Essex.
I was going to say, Sean's a southerner.
And I'm a southerner, so fuck. And Essex is a shithole, so I'll outright say that.
Yes.
Essex is a shithole.
Liverpool.
Liverpool isn't a shithole.
It is.
Have you ever been to Liverpool?
No.
Well, then how do you dare?
I have.
It's north.
I have. Right, we'll move on. Because dickhead McDickface here. He's
still having us waffling. He's caused a waffle there from us.
You know what I mean? I'm trying my best to stay on track.
Speaking of tracks, next one is Suffering. So it's another new one. Well, a fair few new ones. And we'll get back to one that we've heard, but what is this? Number 7, is it now? No, I think it's number 7. Yeah, I like the whole lyrical content. Obviously, we had like Deluded, and it feels like it's got a couple of different meanings. It'll be like personal meanings, and obviously of people around them, because obviously there's a lot of deluded idiots around us, whether it's politics or otherwise, or our prime minister or otherwise.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
So it's quite a relevant topic, and again, like they were writing this before all the shit that's come out and stuff. So it's just hilarious how they've written so much, and then all this stuff has actually happened in some sort of sense, like depending on whether
the Nostradamus of metal.
Yeah.
Kin
animals.
Caveat's going down to get a glass of wine, so I'm just going to drink from the bottle. Don't mind me. Nice and cheap, Blossom Hill.
Jesus.
Cheap wine sometimes are good. Let's go. Oh, some chorus on there. I'm liking that. It's a nice effect. Right. This is really old school. I'm just gonna stop it there. So they've got like delays, digital fucking distortion, and chorus on the guitar, right? And then just to top it off, just to add to extra old school, they put flange, which is like that weird fucking frequency manipulation, on the drums whilst they're fading it in. That's fucking awesome.
I didn't notice that way.
They've literally, in the first 15 seconds, gone super old school, but no one does that anymore, and certainly doesn't do that with the drums. That's fucking brilliant. I'm sorry, I've got to start that again. Rewind. Yeah, got digital delays and fucking
the delays,
chorus on that. And the flange.
Oh my god, yeah, the flange. I didn't even clock that.
That's it.
That's memory.
Take a shot at killing what you cannot hide. You never know what could be on the other side. This road isn't big enough for you and I. Well, ain't it lucky I'm got the devil on my side? Yes, it's time of the world, and the know is on the wall. This is a fight, and I'm fighting for us, what bombs are falling on us. When will we learn what this wrong that is doing to us? What is the past created, cause we're all messed up? You want to hear us? You want to save us? Rescue me, keep me safe and sound away from misery. This was suffocating.
Like a vibraphone or glockenspiel that was going on there.
Supposed to be our president when the world's suffering, which they're denying.
Yeah, I'm feeling that.
Yes, it's time of the world, and the earth is on the wall. Disease is conquered and fires the burn, small bombs demolish down. When will we learn what this wrong that is doing to us? What is the past created, cause we're all messed up? You want to hear us? You want to save us? Rescue me.
Even the structure of it is like old school. Like the way they brought that bit back.
Yeah.
When they did. The whole thing's just quite old school.
I'd say old school, but I wouldn't say old school as such as like really, really back in the day. But I think it's more they've gone to this is more like the staple diet of metal.
Yeah.
In terms of what's expected, I think we've just got so used to the last, God knows, like last 6 songs being completely different. And all over the shop to actually having just a staple diet and structure.
Yeah. It's a nice change up.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
I don't have any words.
I think with this one is that this is very politically motivated because they talk about, you know, how the presidents are basically just fucking up. And it's interesting that Deluded is before this, and basically how, like, the presidents, I guess they use president rather than prime minister, because I guess prime minister is probably not used elsewhere, I can imagine, or not used in many countries, more right over president. So, and they're talking about how, yeah, they're just delusional, and like how they're allowing the suffering and they don't see a problem, or they don't see it. And
again, 3 years ago now we're in a state of fucking
with the way our government has been and stuff, it's just, it's amazing that this was written before even more came out about a shit government anyway. It's incredible. And I think maybe that's it. It's like they thought maybe we'll just do a slightly more standardized song and make it about the lyrical like content. So just, it's a nice, because right in the middle of the album as well, and you're like, fucking hell, I got to this point, I'm tired.
Yeah. But like, you know what, I think you touched on something earlier about Abel being involved. And whilst he might, I mean, we don't know how they do the composition completely. We know that Reese writes a lot of the songs, or all of them. But I do think that his presence has upped that game, and it's because actually in certain areas, and again, not taking away from JJ, if you're watching this, you were a perfect fit for the band at the time. But I do think that if you have somebody who is competent at delivering at that extra next level, then it allows for Reese to explore those levels, if you know what I mean, because you can only help compose something that is actually viable, that they can play. And I think Abel's skill set means that he's able to drive it that extra bit. Yeah. And that's showing consistently throughout the songs. Like, there's just that extra level of intensity and a musical trickery that wasn't there before. Yeah. You know. Yeah, just wanted to say that. Yeah. No, it's quite
and sound away from misery. This was
Wait. I'm hearing 808s, I think.
You probably are. They do loads of stuff.
Yeah, but I've just noticed them. Like, there.
Oh, yeah. I heard that. The buzz.
Yeah. I've never used it like that.
Fools to be our presidents when the world's suffering, which they're denying.
That's what this thing is about. This is what the song's about. It's like,
how can we let these fools be presidents
when the world is suffering, which they're denying? And then we had Deluded before, like, yeah. We're, you know, we talk about it. We're big fans of, Architects and stuff. So, yeah, give us political metal. Like, just fight people, as it's fucking
historically political metal, and I don't care, people can fight me, right, is the best metal. If you think retrospectively all the different bands that have been successful that everyone's got behind, they've had a political aspect behind it, like be it Cabin Boy, be it fucking even Bring Me the Horizon, Architects, Rage Against the Machine.
I was going to say, if you go through the different eras, you can always find, like, obviously there's more bands as well, so not to discredit other bands, but those are the some of the bigger bands, as say Rage and Architects from the last 20 years.
Fucking
that have really
Nirvana, even though it's in a weird way, Kurt Cobain had his way of explaining things. If you listen to the lyrics, it's fucking very political. Yeah.
And I mean, even if we look at a different aspect of, say, like for me, obviously I don't know as much about rap, but Tupac. Tupac had a big issue in the early 90s, and that's when it was really not accepted. Again, that same time that Rage and stuff were coming up, and that's like, that was not accepted to talk about it. You got shot down. But these bands are still pushing for that. Yeah. Modern day. And so it's like, there's different eras where you go, you fucking do that. Because at the end of the day, it's risky. Because people hate politics. Oh, politics shouldn't be in gaming. Politics shouldn't be in music. Why the fuck shouldn't it be? Like, now
it should be in sports.
Yeah.
Football,
oh, fuck off.
Yeah. Fuck off.
Yeah. Now we're going to go on a rant, but...
Yeah.
Politics makes everything
Lewis
better,
Hamilton.
I say.
in racing, Formula One, politics.
Yeah, you're not allowed politics. It's so should we just get rid of politics and the world? Yeah, like fucking dipshits.
Be cheap.
Yeah.
Fuck it anyway. Breathe.
Yeah. And we're back.
Yeah.
Quick
Burger.
closet change for Sean Lee. You notice he's now
well,
vestified.
Turn my hat backwards as well.
Yeah, I can't wear hats for some reason.
I can, but I look like a kid. I look like I'm 13 again.
Bro, you need to be rocking the sideways cap with the braids. It looks, when I had my braids, it was a sick look.
Yeah.
Having a flat peak with braids is gangster.
I might start again, yeah.
You need to do it, man. It's a good look. I loved it.
Yeah. Back on suffering. Let's go.
Yeah.
Go back a little bit.
Suffering, which they're denying.
I'm loving your China, Reese. Nice. Just here. See, that's what I mean. You hear the synths in that.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bass drum and everything else is really busy going, but the synth is just going. Like it's just nice.
Yeah.
It's subtle. It's there. You can hear it, but it's just smooth. It's enough to emphasize the rest of the music. Had they have opted to go for it'd have just fucked it all up. And that's what I was talking about with the other track. Is like if they'd have just switched it to having a smooth, long, continuous note, it'd have been perfect.
Yeah, I get you.
Perfect, but no one's ever perfect. Even though this album thus far is close to. But yeah, that. Serious.
Yeah.
I really respect that.
Yeah, yeah.
Doing shit like that is really difficult because you got somebody going at a different pace and tempo to you, saying different words, whilst you're singing something different in the background to emphasize what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not easy to do because it throws you off. And he's having to drum it as well.
Yeah. But clearly it's worth it because that sounded fucking amazing.
It does. It sounds phenomenal.
That sounded beautiful.
It sounded phenomenal. It's very, very special.
And he's gone up and still doing it.
Yeah.
So good.
That's a banging tune. I think you could almost have that as an ending track as well.
Yeah, you definitely could. Yeah.
That's a close.
No, you really could. Yeah, it's a beautiful one because like most of the song, you know, as you say, like a bit more towards the standardized stuff, which is not a problem. We like that. But it is definitely about the lyrics, and they are making sure they push that down your throat about what they fucking think. And I love it because you shouldn't be afraid.
Yeah, definitely commit to your perspective.
Yeah,
you know, there's no just because somebody disagrees with it doesn't mean that you don't that your opinion doesn't matter. It absolutely does, and you should stand by it. And they're clearly doing so.
Yeah. I honestly feel like that's my favourite track in the album so far. I mean, those 808s helped because I love 808s, but it's honestly
watch it not be 808s now. It's actually Jake with some fuzz on his bass. It sound like an 808.
I'll be fuming, but that fucking song, and especially the ending of it, it's just fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But now, do you remember? I'm going to call it out. Do you remember in the beginning of the year, or it might have been back end of last year, when we were reviewing one of their tunes and they had some sirens on there, and you were like, it was lucky that they picked the right sounds. You understand now that it was no luck.
They know what they're doing.
Oh yeah, that was Survivor. Yeah,
he's a composition genius.
Yes.
Yeah, Reese is actually a monster. Like he definitely thinks in the way that, you know, some of our other favourite bands. I would very much liken it to. I know that, like, see, Lucas doesn't write everything, but Lucas writes a lot, or does like the kind of demoing. I think he definitely thinks a lot like Lucas and some of our other favourites.
Oh mate, I would say he's a musical tactician.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's those particular words. Strategist, tactician.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's because in order for you to achieve what you've done here, it takes a lot of thought and calculations and working out and understanding of how it's all going to come together. Nothing's by accident.
Yeah. And it's interesting as well, like, there's obviously a lot of drummers that are very good, because if you look at like other bands as well, what, like, I guess Architects, Polaris, obviously Dan as well.
Yeah.
They're all like either heavily involved or the main writer, which is quite interesting.
Yeah. I know we've not actually reviewed them, or we had an appetite to do it, but Ocean's 8 Alaska as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like, what's his name? Chris,
Chris Turner.
Yeah, Chris Turner. Again, you can tell even with his solo stuff that he was the main person behind writing those tunes. You know, it's important to have that kind of impact. And oh, mate. Anyway, go on.
Yeah,
drummers are amazing. Fucking love it.
So we got, I think it's number 8 now. I can't remember. I think it's number 8 anyway, which is Cure. You can tell we're going on a fucking journey here.
I feel like it. I'm really loving it. This is definitely a strong album.
Yeah, the wording kind of like tries to tell a story. So piano.
All I need is the light to save me from this darkness of mine that's in my mind.
Nice bit of harmony there.
Destroying all of my conscience tonight.
Lovely touch.
Help me understand the difference between right and wrong, 'cause I've got most things wrong in my life. Help me put them right, 'cause pills can't cure this kind of pain that's killing me again. Pills can't cure this kind of pain that's killing me again. Sitting at home, staring at the TV while it's getting high on all of these memories. Have I done something wrong?
By the way, I can't ever see Reese getting high. He's too busy to allow for that to happen. He's too in control. I can't ever imagine him sitting in front of the TV getting high. Right.
Yeah, but he likes his old fashioned, so maybe he could just get high on alcohol. So
Getting crunk.
yeah,
But you know what? He likes to keep his vocals quite basic.
Mm.
And I actually quite like the fact that he explored another avenue of his voice there. You know, and it was still quite simple in the way that he did it, but the way that he played on his waviness was quite cool. I can rewind that a little bit. It's just very different from him.
yeah.
And I guess this song is really, whilst there's deeper meaning, it's also allowing us to explore Reese as a vocalist purely, which is quite cool.
Staring at the TV while it's getting high.
Yeah, it's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very different the way he sings it. Yeah, as you say, maybe that's it. Maybe he's exploring himself. As I said in a previous video, a little birdie did tell me that he was doing like vocal lessons over like lockdown and the pandemic and stuff. So I guess he really wants to push on and try and do more. I think it's interesting as well because like I wouldn't say it comes out of nowhere, but obviously you just don't expect it. Like when Caskets did Hopes and Dreams and stuff as well.
Yeah.
You're like, ooh, where the fuck has this come from? Like you just don't expect it.
You don't expect it, although you would expect it from Matt because Matt's just like that. But as a band, you wouldn't expect it. Whereas this, it's really it kind of opens up to vulnerability.
Yes,
you know, it's a risk, and it's hard for a vocalist to take on this kind of challenge. Really, to go right. I've got nothing. I'm naked, basically. And this is me. I would love to hear this live. Yeah.
Who the fuck is going to like Reese? Do you play the piano, or is this going to be like a backing track, or does someone else play piano? That's what I want to know as well, because this is going to be fucking tearjerker.
Yeah, it's going to be phenomenal. And I reckon he'll pull it off because I've never heard him wobble live either. So.
Nah, he was good live for me when we heard him, especially when you have to fucking play drums exact same time.
On all of these memories, have I done something wrong? 'Cause this doesn't seem right. What kind of idiot am I to ruin my whole life? 'Cause bills can't cut this kind.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry we're doing old school metal review cast. I'm reminded that you can have build up there.
Yeah,
sorry. We have to fucking.
And again, I was really excited actually for you guys to hear that, because obviously I listened to it and I was just like, you're just there, like you're going, yeah, this is actually beautiful. I wonder if this is going to be the whole song. And then they go, nope. Let's get
fucking cymbals rise.
Yeah, and fam, he went operatic in that bit when he came in. He turned into fucking Howard Jones. He went proper operatic and shit.
Howard Jones meets Pavarotti meets fucking Cabin Boy Jump Ship.
Yeah, it's mental.
I was so excited for you guys to hear that, because obviously when you hear it first, you don't know where it's going to go. You just assume actually this is 2 minutes in, it's probably going to be the same now.
Yeah, that's what we're calling it. Pavarotti Jones Jump Ship. Let's go. Powerful as well. applause.
That
I'm
was
telling you.
Seal clap.
That was the sneak attack and a half.
That
Fucking hell.
round of applause. Honestly, unbelievable.
That live is going to be a monster.
Unbelievable tune.
Holy shit.
Absolute genius.
Yeah.
I'm saying it. I'm looking straight at the camera. Absolute genius.
Absolute
That
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Like, what have you done?
It's mental because, as I said, like, I was so excited to get to this point, and it's so far in as well. And there's still 3 more songs after this as well, which is what's crazy. But it's so complete already, this album, before we even finish off. And that's going to be a monster live. It's going to be a fucking tearjerker. And
I'm blown. My mind's blown.
Connor doesn't even sing at all in this. And I think that takes, as well, a big person to go, you've written a fucking masterpiece. I'm not involved. I don't need to be involved. Doesn't need to, like, someone could, like a vocalist could quite easily go, well, where's my parts? I need to do something here. I'm missing out. Like,
Right. I'm
on.
just gonna say it. This is one of the best tunes I've ever heard, not just from Cabin Boy, just ever, because of the way the whole fucking thing came together and then turned into what it fucking turned into was unbelievable.
yeah.
It killed me off
I
again.
won't dispute it. Obviously, I'm old and I've been around a long time, and there's some other tunes that hit me like this.
Yeah.
I would say it's on par with some of the best tunes I've listened to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. I would
Yeah.
no discredit to this tune at all. It is literally on par.
Yes.
And when I say on par, they're some of the greatest tunes I've ever listened to.
Well, I was watching a live thing of Linkin Park and obviously like Chester Bennington and stuff the other day, and it was Breaking the Habit, but they played it live with the piano at the start. So it was piano, which is obviously Mike, and then Chester just singing, and then eventually they kicked into how Breaking the Habit actually is as a record, and it kind of gives you that same vibe. So I'm like, oh fuck, that made Breaking the Habit even better, even though it's one of my favourite songs by Linkin Park, and it's fucking incredible, and it's so pacey. They slowed it down and then brought it back in, and you're like, oh, this is actually even better than it should be.
It's making something epic out of nothing.
Yeah.
Like, there's very little in terms of stuff going on. It's just ultimately epic. And the way that they've done it is they've slowly built it up. I mean, the tune, it felt like it was shorter. But that's 3 minutes and 29 seconds. So it's an average length tune.
Yeah.
But they don't start bringing in the other stuff until 2/3 of the way in.
Yeah.
Just to emphasize how epic they want it to be. And it's just untouchable. That is just stupidly good.
Yeah.
Like I said, yeah.
Absolute
Best sneak attack
genius.
ever. Yeah.
You motherfuckers.
I want to hear that part again, I'm not going to lie.
Go on, do it. Do it. Further back. Further back.
Like that.
Yeah.
No, further.
Yeah.
Have I done something wrong?
It's only half. Right, I'll stop. This is halfway through the tune. It's still piano. Fucking vocal.
More than halfway. They get to about 2 minutes before it starts happening. Like, that's why I was like, I didn't expect it as well when I'm listening to it. I'm like, okay, so they've just gone with the whole piano tune. That's cool. Nah, have they? Fuck.
Yeah. No.
Cause this doesn't seem right. What kind of idiot
Drinking my wine too fast now.
am I to ruin my whole life? 'Cause bills can't cure this kind of pain that's killing me again. 'Cause bills can't cure this kind of pain
The lyrical concept is perfect for it as
that's
well.
killing me again.
That's so heavy, yet so perfect. And the solo.
Oh, God.
See what I mean about looking in retrospect?
Oh, my God.
with that sound without overemphasizing it. But the choice that you use that, oh mate, unbelievable.
Yeah. Because they had a really nice solo actually on the last album, and it was on the last song, which would be Hold My Hand, I think. Hold My Hand, yeah. And I fucking loved it on that one as well. So it's cool. Like last time it was on the last song. This time I've done it a few songs before. Yeah, just beasts.
Phenomenal.
Yep.
Phenomenal.
Fuck's sake.
Next song is...
That starts heavy. Okay.
Yep, so the next one is Low. And we're getting to the end.
This is what you've done, Reese. Asshole.
Oh, and actually from the last one, you mentioned it as I was thinking about that as well. The lyrical... Again, there's always something that I hear and I'm like, that's really powerful. But like, he's talking about how like money can't cure this pain. Or like he says like bills can't cure this pain. And it does make me laugh when everyone quickly talk about
pills.
Oh, was it pills? I thought he said bills. Maybe it was pills.
Either way,
yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. And it's like, I guess either way that is quite powerful, yeah, as you say, like, because there is an over-reliance on pills, as you say, and like when I heard like bills, but it might be pills as well. I don't know if they got the lyrics on this. Hold on, I'll just
I heard it as pills.
But there's no reliance on solving things with money as well.
Yes,
solving things
yeah.
with medication.
Like,
so it could be either, to be honest with you.
And actually, it's quite prevalent because I'm not going to go ahead and slate the healthcare system, but I kind of do hate the healthcare system because they don't help me. And I know a lot of people that aren't helped, and it tends to be, let's throw pills at the problem. So I'm not just blaming the healthcare system because this could be about drugs, it could be about anything. But everything over here, especially about like mental health or whatever, it's like, oh, we'll give you a pill for that. How the fuck does that help? It should be,
now,
why are we not promoting exercise? Why are we not promoting a healthy diet? Why are we not trying to help them in other ways? Not just...
Certainly now, since the pandemic,
Mm.
the system is overwhelmed with people with mental health problems because they're stuck in. And
Yeah.
rather than them dealing with the issue at hand and looking at bettering lifestyle, they're just chucking fucking pills at it or just not dealing with it at all.
Yeah. Anything. So when I've had injuries, it's like, oh, we'll just take painkillers and don't do anything for 4 months. Not sure that's the way. So I could look at it as so many different aspects. Obviously, like, I've never had issues with drugs. You know, Anton could probably look at it in a different way with drugs.
Yeah.
So it's like, there's so many different aspects that it could be. And as I say, like, even for me, like, I had pills, but I guess it probably actually is pills. But even with, like, money as well, everyone always thinks that money is it will solve all problems, which it just fucking doesn't. And it's...
Chuck money at it.
Yeah. On to... Is this number 10? I've lost count. 9? 10? Something like that.
Yeah.
Low.
Who knows? I've drank wine.
Lots of wine and a beer.
Are you sure it's low, not low? Like low it fam?
Shut up.
Shut up, you muck. Also, I like how the S is backwards on the sentiments.
Is it? Yeah.
At the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's like all... little touch. Appreciate it.
Oh. I'm gonna have to listen to
No.
get through it like
Excuse me, darling. Can I admit, every time I look at you, I think that I'm gonna be sick. The broken pieces of my soul can't be fixed. Cause I'm living a lie and my depression needs its next fix. hide our sadness cause the world is a mess. We're treading on eggshells with everything we express. I've seen the devil and he said I'm too tense, cause I'm living a lie and all I wanna do is cry.
I'll go pause it quickly and go back.
I thought fucking Reese was about to scream then.
Yeah.
Throw the spanner in the works. Make us go, what the shit?
But yeah, how fucking wicked is that intro?
It's amazing.
Like proper photos, and again, like we've likened or just said, like it's nice that bands like Bring Me the Horizon and there's others as well. But I'd say Bring Me the Horizon are the biggest proponent of that kind of change where you're allowed to do different things in metal. It doesn't have to be metal with metal inside of metal. Just fuck
sandwich.
Yeah, just allow different things. So it's cool that they've kind of done that again, because I didn't expect it. You just go, and again, I think that's a nice throwback to their kind of electronic EDM.
Yeah, to be fair, I think a lot of it as well. Whilst people didn't like it, they were ahead of their time with that stuff. If you think about it, like Cabin Boy Jump Ship's been around a long time, and they were doing that stuff before we'd even heard it from the likes of Bring Me the Horizon. You know what I mean? The delivery on it was a little bit more electronic in terms of like EDM and things like that, but it's a concept that they kind of drove, but they didn't necessarily have success on. But bringing it like this, where it's actually not so much an afterthought, but a complement to the music instead of it being the forefront of it, it's bang on. They've got the balance perfect.
Yeah, that's why they called it Low It, because they're like, oh yeah, we're fucking yeah.
No,
we're bringing in changes. It's allowed. Allow it, fam.
No, you fucking allow it. Come up and fucking slap a trainer in your face. Allow it, dickhead.
Devil and he said I'm too tense, cause I'm living a lie and all I want.
His aggression on that bit where he just switches it up. That's why I thought he was gonna scream. Cause I'm living a lie. Put some fucking gruff in his voice.
Yeah.
All I do is cry.
Wonder what they're saying there.
No.
Say it again, whisper in my ear. I'm addicted to you telling me what I wanna hear. Is love worth dying for, or we dying to love? Look me in the eyes and tell me enough isn't enough. I hide my sadness cause the world is too stressed. I'm treading on eggshells and trying not to confess. I've seen the devil and he said I'm a mess, cause I'm living a lie and all I wanna do is cry. Say the person when it wasn't me. It makes a breath, it's too It's a fantasy, but a friend that best of a friend. You.
We called it. They're just off on a mission, literally.
Yeah.
Like this album is a complete fucking mission. They're not holding back. I'm struggling to find. I don't have a favorite tune. Each time I think I found a favorite tune, there's another tune that does something different for me, and I'm just sat there going, "What's the best?" There isn't one. This whole album is a complete unit. It's actually complete.
Yeah.
Which is rare.
Yeah, and this song feels quite experimental as well. Like it's, there's different bits. It's structured quite strangely. And again, it just works. And it's like, I'd say like it's a bit more experimental towards the end, or with the piano portion, parts of Lowen, and yeah, it's but it works really nicely.
Yeah, it's hard to find something that is wrong with this album. This is so many leaps and bounds above what they've previously done. They've really shown themselves as a capable fucking unit. That, my God. What are we dealing with?
Get on our vexed.
I know this one.
Yeah, we'll do a little room change again.
Yeah.
No, it's like that song actually didn't even need to be part of it, but I think it's just them showcasing a different side and like a more experimental side and a little bit more of that electronic EDM style that they previously had, so that they don't go too far away from it, I guess.
Yeah, but it's so well balanced.
Yeah,
it's that's the thing that catches me with this is the balance for this album is perfect, and the song selection and order is on point as well. I couldn't, even with, I think with Caskets, we thought that they could switch around a couple of the tunes.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to find which they would switch around. And to be fair, a lot of these songs could be singles still.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
And something else I noticed is that the last two songs before this could have both been ending songs, because that's what we said about Caskets, was that they should have moved a different one to the end. But they could easily put all of these songs at the end if that was possible.
They could throw out all these tunes in a different order and it'd still work.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying, basically. Yeah. It's mental.
Very unique.
Yeah.
And we say all the time now, just fucking give them their due. I've even seen people when it's posted on AFM and stuff, or see on YouTube and stuff, and it's like people even questioning the name. Obviously, they don't know the band, and they're just going, "What the fuck is this name? Who the fuck cares? Yeah. Who the fuck cares if the music's good? Shut the fuck up."
I know who the fuck Cabin Boy Jump Ship is. Do you?
Yeah, and we have complained about bands that have these singular names that literally have no SEO use. You can't do anything with it. There's bands Isolate have done it. They've changed their name as well. Behind Blue Eyes, they're a band that we've critiqued before because it's just a shit name, and I'm not being a dick, but it's a shit name.
It's
because
not being a dick. Because anytime you search on it, it brings up stuff about fucking Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit, yeah.
Shit.
Similar area, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
and it just doesn't work. Like, yeah, as you say, like maybe they, that might have been a name that they could have changed or wanted to change, or maybe whatever. But at the end of the day, that's their name. It works. Everyone knows who it is and knows them, and it's better for search purposes. So.
No, I'm down with it. To be fair, I like the name. It's cool.
I like it, yeah. And like no one else is going to be called Cabin Boy Jump Ship. So
exactly, it's unique.
They have that problem. Yeah,
it's unique and memorable. So we've done this review, so we'll just have a nice little listen.
Yeah, I'll try not to waffle through it.
Yeah, this was the first one. So the first one that they did actually release. So this is when we've really got a taster of where they were going
as well. Absolute banger. Are they Vic Firth sticks? I think they are. I think he uses the same sticks I use. Reese, are those the Vic Firth ones?
Oh, yeah. The weight on my shoulders, the eyes on my back. Your words way too heavy, but my heart will not crack.
Wait, Big Firth.
Love Vic Firth.
My dad sticks.
I didn't know your dad's from Vic Firth as well. There we go.
They're like fucking 20, 30 years old.
Well, I use needing that wood. They're always black Vic Firth.
To my senses, I thought I woke up. I can't take this feeling, my heart's had enough. The weight on my shoulders is breaking my back. Your words were so heavy, you're afraid I'm about to
got all of them hand-picked alarm sounds.
There you go, Leon.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was wrong.
Not by accident. 6 months on, that debate is closed.
Yeah.
Can I just say, Connor is like a really nice dog. I don't know why. But you look at him, because he's screaming his head off, But he's got a really likable face, and you just want to...
Well, I was thinking this, but if you think about it, he is almost the face of Disney as well, the amount he fucking goes.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, this is devil music, or people are like, oh, how can you listen to this? You must be so angry all the time. No, like, Connor's the perfect example. He's screaming his head off, and then he's in fucking Disneyland.
He's fucking, yeah, do you know what I mean? Mate, I was just looking at it, I was like, he's got a really likeable face.
He does, yeah.
He's like a beagle or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
he's a
It's
nice
like if a
dog.
golden retriever was in a
Yeah. If a golden retriever was an
It
attack
just
dog.
switches. It switches, but it's cute as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you, yeah.
Connor is a guide dog for the gangsters.
Yeah.
Sorry, Connor. But he's actually symbolization of love here.
Yeah.
We're all dog lovers.
I was thinking as well, now I've had everything all together. This was actually the right single to go with. Because it's got some of the changes, but it's not like too far. Like, it's not too crazy. Like some of them, like the one with all the breakdowns, you obviously couldn't just come back in with that one. And then some of the other ones where it's like a bit architectsy, or Demons, which is still my favourite song from the album, but it's very heavily politically like motivated and pushed, and with BLM and stuff like that. So this was the right single, I think, because it's so
it was
heavy, intense, and just like a different sound, while not going too far away from like just like being metalcore, which is wicked.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's the right choice, and it's a nice introduction for the new people coming into seeing or listening to Cabin Boy Jump Ship as well. It's like it's an introduction to their new sound, but without being too different to their old. And then now we've been able to experience all the other stuff that they've had in their kit bag. Fucking yeah. Yep.
So again, down below if you want to actually hear the whole review. But we're on to the last song.
Been a journey today.
Yeah, we've gone sentiments into demons, into war, into golden, into ghosts, into deluded, into suffering, into cure, into low, into survivor, and now we've got smile. So we're ending on a positive point.
You're just... I don't know why you got that monitor up there, so that it looks like you're recalling it from memory, but really you're just reading it.
I had the monitor up to the right. It was still the same before. It's just I moved the monitor. Fuck remembering all of that. Yeah, it's just my monitor has just slightly changed position. I used to read it from the right. Always got
but it looked like you were staring straight at the monitor.
Yeah.
Saying it though, that's sort of what's different.
Oh, no, you'll notice because I'm looking up. I have to like...
Yeah.
See my eyes like venture upwards and my neck. But yeah, we're on the last one. But and again, this seems very purposeful to call the last one Smile when everything else is very negative.
Yeah.
This sounds like one of my beats.
It does actually.
yeah, you know which one. This is better.
You get Conley Collapse vibes from this.
Yeah.
Now it's switches.
Yeah, okay. Tap on.
Mate, we got fucking Architect mixed with fucking like Falling in Reverse mixed with fucking Cabin Boy Jump Ship. Those like breaks where they stopped and went, oh
yeah.
like
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking it. That's bang on.
Yeah.
It's that emphasis with the fucking it's like, wow. Like,
yep.
And again,
drilling it into your brain.
a minute 12, and that song's gone like all over the place again.
Yeah.
Like, it was started really chill, then they went fucking mental, then they started screaming, and then they've gone chill again. You're like, holy fucking shit, where are you going?
They're loving the sneak attacks.
Yeah, you can't work out the songs at all.
Yeah.
I have been stabbed in the back so many times right now.
Yeah.
I'm bleeding everywhere profusely.
Yeah.
Past the gates, now I know that hell is coming. Put on a happy face and go to my happy place. I know I'm not supposed to be here.
Why am I thinking about your rabbits? Put on my happy face and go to my happy place. I love this band.
Oh yeah. Wait, he's scream singing.
That's Reese, yeah.
That's amazing. Oh my god.
I like what they did with that. That's wicked. I still think that's Connor.
Nah, that's Reese.
You reckon?
We're gonna have a debate.
The
Reese,
voice.
is
Yeah.
that Connor, right?
Wait, let's listen to it again.
There's certain aspects of his voice.
Yeah.
Oh no, that might be Reese, yeah.
It's got a Reese.
Yeah. Connor sounds a bit different, yeah.
Because he rolls his words. It's Reese, I'm sure it is.
That scream singing is fucking amazing.
But
I don't think they put distortion on it.
yeah.
And they put it in like a tube.
Yeah, it sounds like it's back here in a box, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I really liked about it, because weirdly it made it so clear. Like,
yeah.
fucking, the fuck are you guys doing?
Mad.
It's amazing. Right, I'm gonna listen to it again. Go into this.
I think he's fry screaming it though.
Yeah. Oh,
He screamed it at the end. And if that is Connor, well done, mate.
yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, I think you might be right. I can't work out which one. I'm pretty sure you're right, though. I think it must be
The
Reese.
accent
But
sounds like Reese.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if it is Connor,
either way,
that's another.
ugh.
Yeah. That actually sounded like they were walking through a tube because it went in and then it slowly came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like as it came in, it came out of the tube back to reality. That's mad.
And it's like something you don't actually need to do because it would sound fine just in a normal sense, but
Yeah, just quick
Agreed.
shit.
actually I wouldn't like it without it now because I love it. It's just perfect.
Mm.
Like, yeah, fucking geniuses, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm certain that's Reese.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Reese is back to Reese, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Put on a happy face and go to my happy place. I know I'm not supposed to be here. Is it me or is the world getting crazier out here? Out here.
Wow.
Out criticism.
Go for it.
That song needs to be on the album.
Hmm?
That song doesn't need to be on the album.
Yeah, I could see that.
I like the song, but I would have ended with one of the other tunes that were more fitting to be an ending tune that sounded more epic. And I felt that song actually belonged on the previous album.
See, I disagree with that. I actually do disagree that should be with the other album. I do like it on this, and I actually like why they've put it there, because I think if you look at the way this is constructed, and I do agree, actually, I think maybe like Cure or something could have been like the last song with the way and potentially like Suffering or Cure or something like that. But because I do think a little bit more epic, but I also see why this is the ending song, because if you look at it, I think this is a depression album, and it's the chaos and then leading to the fact that actually I'm just going to get on with my life, put on a fake smile and pretend I'm happy.
I get the reasoning behind the message. I just felt like the song itself as a composition didn't necessarily deliver that message as well as it should have done. And the styling, the style choices of Reese's vocals in terms of the I think it's the depth of the vocals that get me. Like the rest of this album seems very, very much more mature, whereas the lyrics, whilst the lyrics still have some depth, kind of blend into the Cabin Boy of before, where they're a little bit more light in terms of the choice of words used, if you know what I mean, like that put on my happy face. I get the reason why they've done it. I would have just chosen different words to convey that meaning, if you know what I mean. So it's not a diss, it's more it's just more that it could have ended on the last song, and I'm not quite sure where this places. It's a great tune, and obviously I was excited by lots of elements of it, because it's a great tune. It's just, for me, it didn't necessarily fit with the rest of the ensemble.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. But I mean, it's only my take. We wouldn't be Metal Review Cast if we didn't disagree on opinions.
Well, the thing is, I actually like that the lyrics are a bit more like back to basic, because it's like after all the craziness in the album, it's like the meaning behind the song. I'm just ignoring all that. I'm just gonna put on a happy face. It's like I'm just gonna relax, just go back to basics and just do what I'm doing in it. Like it's just yeah. So I think it does work as the last song. Like in terms of epicness, I would also say another song like Cure, but for the way they made this, I feel like it was designed as the last song, and I can really hear it, and I really like that it is.
Yeah, I think it fits. Although I agree with Leon, where I think it's the right choice, just because it feels like this whole album is obviously about depression and the chaotic nature. It feels like depression. It's like 1 minute you're okay, the next minute you're over here, the next minute you're the next. Like you can't work it out. And then obviously I think from that perspective it works. But then I also agree with you, Anton, where I think the musical choice maybe could have been a little bit more epic. So maybe like they could have switched out part of Cure or Suffering or whatever and kind of incorporated into this, so it just kind of went a different way. Because in the last album with Hold My Hand, it was epic because it was Jay solo that kind of ended the album, and it felt like that should be there. So I do understand it from the musical perspective, and I understand it from Leon's perspective of actually from a constructional perspective of where his mind probably is. This kind of fits as like, you know what, I just got to fake it. I'm happy, whatever. Get on with it. Yeah. So I understand both perspectives, to be honest.
Yeah. It's, you know, like I say, not a bad tune at all. I actually really like this tune. I genuinely like it.
Maybe there's too much good stuff where there has to be one.
I'll be spoiled.
Yeah. One of them has to be a little bit lesser somewhere.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's the ending tune, but
I still thought it was fucking like how long that guitar bit was going on, even into the chorus and the scream singing. The way they did that, I thought the tune was up there with the others personally.
Yeah, but I liked what they did with it and the direction. It's just I think retrospectively thinking of it, how it works with the rest of the album, my brain doesn't necessarily see it matching. Yeah. But the reasoning behind why they did it is absolutely, you know,
I do see.
Obviously, we're assuming. But
I
would say we're right. We're rarely wrong here. You know what I mean? Like the reason why they've chosen that song is the right reason for them putting it in there. Just for me, it didn't necessarily marry up completely.
Yeah, I do see it. Yeah.
But yeah, what an album! What a fucking album!
And we've said it numerous times. Like, take them fucking seriously. Stop worrying about fucking all of this. Oh, it needs to be this way. This needs to be that. Like, just fucking
don't sleep on Cabin Boy.
Yeah, enjoy it for what it is. Like, this is an actual masterpiece. Like, you know, I can't be asked like going into like full on ratings and stuff like that because I know we did a bit previously, but then I was just thinking I don't particularly like them, but. Like, this is an upgrade from the last album at the end of the day.
Massive upgrade. The last album was nothing to sleep on either.
No, I love it. I actually love it as well. I love the hardness.
Some people wouldn't like it, but me personally, I thought that was a brilliant album of what they were trying to achieve. But this is a massive step up.
Yeah, and they've risked a lot with the nature of it, with the political nature, and they're not hiding behind anything. So, you know, and we said it before, like, this is going to be mental for Reese to play, like, to do the drumming and the singing. But it's cool that
he's going to have to be prepared. He's going to have to so many fucking carbs before he plays. So many carbs.
But as I say, it's cool that he's been doing vocal lessons to, you know, probably prepare. Like, you know, be like, actually, I need to be at my best if I'm going to try and do this. Because there's not many bands where the vocalist probably sings more than the screamer. One band I would have thought of is probably Atreyu, and obviously eventually the drummer became the lead singer anyway when the lead singer left. So, and again, Connor, like, fair fucking play. Over the years, we've critiqued him and said, like, last album we actually liked, we said that he was very good, but before that,
he came up
kind of shitty. And we've told him to his face, so it's not like we're just slating him on video.
Yeah,
he knows. We've said to him we kind of thought he was a bit shitty as a vocalist. And we heard him live and we were like, you've improved since the old shit, dude. Like, fucking hell. So,
yeah, now it's next level.
Abel feels like a good fit. Although, thinking about this, considering this was like a fair few years ago, now that I think about it, it might have been written for Jay. Because I don't particularly know if they knew Jay was leaving at that point. And it's 3 years ago. So, but Abel feels like a good fit either way.
Maybe Abel added his own take to it as well.
That's it.
We don't know. We don't know.
And as you say, our boy Jake.
Yeah, man. What a beautiful human.
As you say, it could be the way he plays because everything sounds so thick. Like, the bass is always where it needs to be. And there's something about maybe Jake's playing style that actually just fits what they need to do. And it's never an issue. It never feels like it's not thick enough. And we do have that sometimes where bands record and we're like,
oh, absolutely.
It's not thick enough. They need to like
missing something.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So I've got 2 words that perfectly sum up this album from how mental thing is going to have to go with drums and singing to the politicalness of it. Allow it. That's what this album is.
I thought you were going to go fucking brilliant.
Yeah, it's that.
Shut
but like,
up,
no, but
dickhead.
it is like, it's like a movement is what I'm saying. It's a statement. Like,
you're trying so hard, man. You're reaching echelons that can't be reached.
No, but it is though. It's a fucking statement, and it's brilliant.
Yeah.
It is brilliant. It is brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, there's a reason why I gave a round of applause on that tune earlier, is because it's actually so.
Yeah.
You know, well done. Be proud of what you've achieved.
Yeah.
Boys.
Yeah, definitely.
Seal clap of approval.
Yeah.
Nah, I can see why I was so excited.
Yeah.
Like why Jake reached out to us to like get our thoughts, because I guess that's it. Like, you want people to talk about it and be like, well, what did we enjoy? What did we not like? Like, you know, you should be proud. So I know it means it's just Jake sending me a message asking us if we're going to do it. But I love that because he's proud of his work.
Yeah, and we're ultimately we're truthful, man. And I've got to say that it's a rarity, and everyone who's a music lover can attest to this. It's a rarity you can listen to an album and like every song.
Yeah.
Right. I'm struggling to find a song that I dislike, even though I critiqued the last one.
Yeah.
I still don't dislike it.
Yeah.
So you absolutely should stand your ground and be proud of what you've achieved, because it's fucking on point. It's
100%.
good. And more people need to listen to it. So everybody who's watching this, who's watched the review, obviously like and subscribe to Metal Review Cast. Check out our website and everything else. But go and give these fucking boys some love.
Yep.
Go and like and subscribe to their shit. Go and buy their merch. When they announce their gig, well, I think they've already announced it, but when they do it, go and buy some tickets. If you're local, if you're not local and you have some time on your hands, go and see them, because trust me, we've seen them live. They can do it. Reese can pull it off. They can perform live, and they always have people that are absolute bangers supporting them. You'll have a good night, and there's a food place around the corner. It's really tasty as well.
Yeah.
And Sean's probably there, dying of death with a really full belly. So
if they do it in the same place.
If they do it in the same place.
Yeah. I've got
If not, he'll still be dying anyway.
Somewhere, yeah, I'll be eating too much. Yeah, so as you said before, I've got a couple of bits here. I got the Cabin Boy Jump Ship limited edition box set. As you say, they've got the CDs, they've got a vinyl. The little box set comes with some stuff like badges, a couple of extras and stuff. It comes with a bum bag, which I can't stand, but whatever. It's fine. It's completely fine. But yeah, go and support them. Get a vinyl, get a CD, whatever it is. I'm showcasing a little bit because it's not fully on screen, but whatever.
They're treating us to new music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honour it, man. Couple of quid. Do it.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need to buy loads of merch and fill up stuff. I've said I can't just buy tees and hoodies and stuff constantly, so I'm gonna be buying more vinyls. And we go to the gigs. I make an effort, go to the gigs. All well and good, we do all this shit online, but if we didn't actually turn up and support the bands, then it feels a bit fake, if I'm being honest. So
yeah. We're there. I snapped my Achilles at gigs.
Yep, and still stay the whole fucking night.
And I still stay. Turn up. There's no excuses.
Yeah.
And it's better to go now while it's cheap than when they're more expensive and they're famous and you'd be wishing you got that signature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. Right. This recording's been 1 hour and 3, plus we have another recording, so fuck knows. It's probably 2 hours. Goodbye. Goodbye. Play us out. Everything down below. Go check them out. Give them love.
Ciao.
And remember, allow it.
No allow it. Unallow it.
Unallow it.
Nice.